I'm Faraz here again. So, in my last video, I have put a SAP business scenario on pricing, and I've asked you guys to see what is the best option of solving a business scenario. So, in this video, I'll be giving you the proposal, the solution that I think is best to solve that problem. Because when you work in a project, you are presented with a problem, you have as a consultant come up with certain solutions, and the solution should fit the most acceptable solution by the business, and it also should be as close to standard, does not impact many other businesses, does not impact any other module, and should have the least impact on any integration elements. Because if you make any changes in the system, you'll have to see what are the impacts on the integration side of things. Okay, so the scenario was, if you can see my screen, so this is the academy that I have launched, where I'm helping people run through different scenarios. So I'll explain about this later, but for now we'll just focus on the scenario that I've explained in the previous session. The scenario was that you have a condition type ZED1, which uh, in for UK, the price should come from the condition record directly in the invoice. It should not copy from the sales order. Okay, but in US, it should copy from the sales order to the invoice. In UK, there are some discount. They want to have the latest price update. And the challenge was the same pricing procedure has been used by UK and US. Okay, so if you make any changes in the pricing procedure, it will impact both the countries. And if you make any change in the copy control, it will impact both the countries. So how do we do that when there is one pricing procedure? Okay, so let's see what are the options that we can do. So we'll try and see. So I think go to the pricing procedure, the one that we are using. VND price. So this is used by both US and UK. So this is oh, ZED1, which is I am expecting as per this, yeah, that it will have a different price. Okay, so this is used by UK and US both, right? Now let us see. So when I say UK and US both, you will see 1201 is linked to this, and 1201 is the sales organization, that is a UK one, and for 01 and 00 it is linked to this. So this is the sales area. Now let us see which two pricing procedures. So if you go by content and then select by pricing procedure, then you will be able to filter by. Okay, so yeah, here you see 1205 is US and 1201 is UK. Both are using the same pricing procedure. Any changes? Again, okay. So when I say any changes, it means that if you make any changes in the copy control setting, or in the pricing procedure setting, or in or document type setting, it is impacting both. Both the countries are also using OR, order type, and LF, delivery type, and F2, invoice type. Same, everything is the same. Okay, so then it becomes a challenge. Now when you implement SAP, generally there is a template which is based on one country, and then you roll out to other countries. So like for example, if you are implemented in US and now you're rolling it out to UK, if for example you propose that let's have a different pricing procedure, then there'll be discussions around it. Why do you need it? There'll be more maintenance, there'll be more settings in the system. List out, bring me all the differences that you have between UK and US, and then we see what matters and how we do it. So those kind of discussions. But in the context of this scenario, let us discuss. So I'll just bring out all the possible scenarios. Okay. of proposal that you should discuss when you are implementing something. So option one, let's say, is create a new pricing procedure, new document type for UK. It's just not the pricing procedure, because the flow is or LF F2. Okay. Now the requirement is that when you create an invoice for UK, here the price should come from condition record, the latest price, not flow from OR. In the copy control setting, there is a setting which I will show you now that copies from the OR. Okay. So option one is to create a new document type so that all your copy control settings are uh, according to UK. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So if I go, I think VT, this is delivery to order. So sales to billing. Let's say this one is F2. And then I think it will be delivery, because the scenario is order delivery billing. Okay, F2 and LF. Okay, then if you see for TAN, now here you see the copy control settings. Yeah, so this is for LFF2. Now US and UK are both using that. If you make any changes here, it will impact both. So you have to make sure whenever whatever changes you're proposing, you have to consider the entirety of the solution. Okay, for combining both the countries, and if there are more than one countries, and also that. Now here pricing type is C. Okay, so pricing type C means copy manual. Once again, if I expand elements and redetermine the others. So what it is actually doing right now is, if you keep as C for that, then it will pick up latest from the condition record. So the general setting is that. But if you put G, then G would copy from order into the invoice. Okay. So now the requirement is that I only want to redetermine one condition type, which is ZED1. Okay. Now, so one option is that option one is that you create a different order type and different billing type for UK, and then put G here, and then make some changes in the routine to make sure it works for that. But it it will be very challenging to do that, and that is not a considered option. The reason is, when you create a new delivery or order type, it has huge amount of consequences in the design. So if you are proposing a new order type, which means your sales area will be determined differently, your pricing procedure will be determined separately. All your routines, all your copy control settings will be set separately. So it's a big change that we are proposing. Okay, so that is not an option. So this option is is not a feasible option. Okay, if you compare a pros and cons, it will have loads and loads of cons. Okay, now next, option two, look at the possible development solution. So when I say development, generally people think, okay, we have to develop something, a code or anything. But if a development is smaller in terms of the changes that you're doing configuration wise, then I would always suggest to do a small development, and does not impact the overall design of the solution. Okay. Now the development here is not very big. The development will be smaller. I'll tell you how. So you go here, you check, okay, this is LFF2, and in the UK they want one condition type. How do I do it? So you'll have to think where to make the development. Okay, there's a copy control requirements and everything. So here, first of all, check what are the options available, what it can do. Now, what SAP has done is it has given you an option of reserves. Okay, so you pick one of the reserve option as pricing type X, and in that option, you can build a routine behind it, which will be applied only for UK. Now, how will it be applied only for UK? In the code, you will have to write a logic which will look for some control table. Control table are the table where you can provide the parameter IDs. Look for control table and apply the code only specific to the entries in that control table. Okay. What's a control table? Control table is when you're writing any code, you don't hard code things. You can provide values in the table. If the value is found, then system will automatically use that logic to apply and implement the design. Okay. So now from your side as a functional consultant, if you talk to your developer, okay, so I'm trying to use X, I'm not saving it here, and in the X, can you build a logic here in one of the copying requirements or somewhere that is system find X for this, then it only changes, it works as C here. It will work as C, which was C as defined, and make the copy control changes work slightly different for UK, only specific to ZDD1 condition type. So the details of the functional specification and it becomes very big, but the concept wise, you should understand what I'm trying to say. So here you can keep another option is you can keep a C. Okay, you don't have to change anything in the C because uh, the logic can be written here as well. So you go keep it, see what it was between LF and F2. Talk to your ABAP developer and say, okay, this is 4, which is currently written. I want to add another logic in 4. Then when system checks the say the order is created for UK, just put additional logic that for condition type ZED1, system will not copy the price from the sales order. Instead, it will pick from the condition record. That is simple. Okay, so these are all routines written. So you can, if you click on any of the routine, you will see there is a code behind it. So in that code, you can ask the developer to write the logic. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Again, the requirement, just for your understanding, the requirement for this design was for that for UK and US, they are using the same pricing procedure. They want one condition type ZED1. It should pick the price from condition record at the time of creation of invoice, not copy from sales order. Generally, the copy control settings are set in such a way in your businesses that it copies from sales order. In our example, it was C. It is picking up from the condition record anyway, but normally it is G. and and if you're making any changes here, you have to make sure that it does not impact the overall design. So for that, you will have to write something in the program. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I'll come up with more interesting videos on skills on debugging, and there are more interesting videos on other topics. There are new things that are coming up in SAP like CPI, C4C, etc. So I'll be creating some more videos through my team as well. And we've launched an academy where people who have learned SAP and their need for to work on scenarios, etc., then we can help you guys there as well. And also, just for me to keep creating content for you guys, if you please like and subscribe, that'll be better. And I'll promise that I'll make more and more interesting videos and make sure that you get some interesting work in SAP. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.